Hey internet, it's Phil. So I did my 5th radiotherapy session today at Clatterbridge, and I'm just in my car at the moment, but don't worry, I'm not going to drive it. I'm just actually cleaning it out because I think it's on next Monday. The finance company is coming to take it away. I've already surrendered my driving license. As I said on previous videos, as soon as you get diagnosed with a grade 3 anaplastic astrocytoma, it's basically you can't drive for 2 years. So it's a long time. And I really loved this car. So it's just, yeah, it's shit seeing it on the driveway and not being able to do anything with it. It's just like, my very independent life I had before Christmas taunting me every time I look at it through the window. So the quicker it's gone, the better, really. Radiotherapy went really well today. Still no symptoms from it, and feeling pretty active and good. I'm going to be doing some light exercises a bit later once I finish all this. We got taken there as usual by Disco Bob. And it was a lot quicker today, the actual therapy, and that was because they didn't do any imaging. It seems that they will only do imaging on the first 4 sessions. So basically, once the imaging's out the way, you just get on the table and it's like 4 minutes, if that, of the actual photons going through you. So yeah, very, very quick. Yeah, so it's good for me that it's quick, because if you're a person like me that suffers with anxiety and you're going through something that's a bit traumatic, then you want things to just be really quick, so you can just, right, let's do this, ride that adrenaline wave and just get out of there. And luckily, as we came out of the radiotherapy area, our driver was just basically waiting for us right there, so we could just leave straight away. I've been trying to think about things in a bit of a different perspective today, just for my benefit, really. And that's just thinking about, although it's really shit that I've got to get rid of this car and I can't drive now, and I used to love driving and it gives you so much independence, there's probably a lot of lessons that I might never have learned if I'd never have gone through this experience. And I may end up as a richer person for this quite scary and horrible situation. So just trying to think about it in a positive way like that. I mean, I didn't even know that the government only funded 1% into researching brain tumours, and that it was the biggest cancer killer of under 40s. I didn't know that before all this happened to me. Even though I gave to cancer research for 3 years before this, if I'd have known that fact, I would have obviously diverted my funds to braintumorresearch.org, who I am now supporting. But yeah, I do think that it's important that I've learned lessons like that, because there I was thinking I was being a really good person. Thinking I was being charitable and so on, and doing the right thing, thinking that I'm the sort of person who'd never deserved something like this, but it doesn't work like that. This is just random. Never have met people like Andrew Scarborough, who has helped me tremendously, actually, in terms of remaining pretty physically fit and just keeping as much lean muscle as possible while I go through this treatment. And just little things just to try and make the radiotherapy work as efficiently as possible. But yeah, there's other things, like I probably would have never have got in contact with Dave Bolton, and Dave Bolton is basically the reason why I've got past that initial shock. He really he said something to me, which is basically, he said to me, I've been where you are. I have a glioblastoma grade 4, which is the most aggressive, but if I dwelled on that fact, then it would defeat me. And sorry to be harsh, but if you let it consume you, then it will defeat you. So it's mind over matter, really. The people who live the longest with this situation are the people who stay positive the longest, and it just, even the oncologists say this, and the nurses, they'll say that the people who are strong-minded are the ones that live the longest. So, and because I had so much anxiety before this happened to me, I was kind of a wimp, and I always used to think to myself, if something like this happened to me, oh God, it would just destroy me, and I'd never have the courage to get through it. And I've found so much strength in the past few weeks that I never thought I had, and I think I owe a lot of that to other patients that I've spoken to, who have been through this already, because it requires bags and bags of courage to go through what I'm going through. And it's courage that just wasn't easy for me to access before this happened to me. And now I'm doing a lot of things that I never thought I'd be able to cope with. I thought that if I ever got something like this, I'd just give up. And now I feel like life is so precious and so important. I remember saying to my mother before Christmas, actually, if I ever got something like a terminal disease, I just want to go to Dignitas and end it all. And I feel disgusted with myself for ever thinking that now, because this has really shown me the value of my life and how important life is and how fleeting and fragile it can be. And I've got so much to do just being 30 years old. I have so many goals that I just can't let it win. I just have to will myself through this. There have been a lot of positive things, like how my family that was fairly divided before Christmas, ever since this horrible thing has happened to me, it's brought everyone together, and I'm so happy about that. I'm just happy to see them again. And they've been incredible support as I've been going through this. And I don't think I would be as strong as I am right now if they weren't all back together. As ever, please like, share and subscribe if you can, to help me raise awareness for braintumorresearch.org. They're the guys that really need the funds to beat this horrible disease. Thanks very much.